with caution.
Oh, hello. We are back again with RGL Highlights week number 2. That's right. My name is Caution. I will be your host for tonight. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. You know, it's always a blast being able to cast this. Once again, shout out to Triple TP for being able to provide these forum posts with the highlights to make it easier for me what kind of matches that I want to review. So we got a couple of matches in here. Once again, let me just read up the forum post real quickly while we're at this, while we're going. I always feel like that's something that I really like to do, you know, just to highlight the work that Triple TP has been putting into these highlights. So let's have a look what is in here today. Alright, here we go. Week 2 was a quieter week with 10 games in Minions and only 1 in Masters. So that's automatically the one that we're going to cast. Master players in particular have been making good use of their delays. And so hopefully week 3 we will see more action. On top of the delays, Bane has sadly decided to season forfeit from Masters without getting around to play any games. Regardless, there were some good matches this week. So we have Duke Bones versus Cav is our only Masters game that took place this week or last week. So we're gonna review that. We've got Best of the Rest. We've got Jinx versus Mo. We've got Big Hulk versus Nihal. Once again, Hans made it in. Some people might remember him from last stream where he was playing against, if I believe, Talix with some sick plays. And everyone knows Big Hulk as well. He was the guy that was up against Triple TP in a live game last week on stream as well. Where he, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it, but that one had a very surprising end to it. Really enjoyed that one. Up next we have Milkman versus Mo. Admiral Mo makes a return. Looking forward to see what he comes up with. And then we have Jinx versus Spetsnaz. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into this weekly highlight cast. And you know, we've got double Jinx here. So I'm assuming that let's start with at least one Jinx. So we have that one out of the way. And then we can later on do some more. Because if we're going to go down this road, we're going to see Jinx twice in a row. Not that's a bad idea. But I just like to have a little bit of variation in between. So let's go over to Jinx versus Spetsnaz.
Battle control initialized.
Obviously, these are not random replays. These are just replays that were picked by. I think Triple TP has an algorithm program where that program will automatically pick certain replays that had something extraordinary happening or something unusual, something special, you know. So that's why we're here tonight. So we are going to watch Spetsnaz versus Jinx take off. And we're playing on Anar. A lot of people are really enjoying this Anar map. It's been crazy. Myself included, actually. I still think this is a probably one of the better maps that came out of this season. Starting off, we got Spetsnaz in the top left. Originally, I think he is from Belgium. Probably the only competitive Belgian player besides myself before I, you know, stopped participating in this season. I think he was also around last season, and he did make a name for himself in the recruit division. Because I think secretly Widow might be his sensei, because he has been using mine layers quite a lot in the previous season, and he did so in the previous match. He was highlighted in the previous week as well. But here we go, we're already getting some juicy action. Yep, alright, so Spetsnaz likes to do this. He likes to go for engineer last. It's hard to say. I'm really not a fan of that, to be fair. If you go engineer first, that means, especially with maps like these, you will have a little bit of extra cash to spend, whereas that makes it so that you can get a couple of more rifles out than just 15. Unfortunately, Jinx is a little bit too late to be able to snipe the engineer. That's what he's looking for, I'm assuming. And there's not that many rifles from him as well. There's only 10, so I'm actually kind of curious. He did lose a couple, but he could definitely go for a lot more. But now let's see how this will play out. If Jinx is smart, he could make use of Defender's advantage. It's actually kind of even in terms of rifles. Spetsnaz is making more, but those two are not going to be able to do anything at all because of Defender's advantage. So that's 2 free kills. But Jinx is going for the standard rockets, and Spetsnaz knows that his opponent is double ref. So he's going to go for more rifles, and I kind of agree with that. He's going to be able to overwhelm the forces from Jinx. But at the same time, he actually might overdo it in terms of rifles, because that's kind of a lot of rifles. Luckily for him, Jinx is going for the Ranger. If Jinx decided to go for the light tank, he might have actually had an issue. But nice usage of the Ranger there from Spetsnaz. He has the vision advantage. Jinx's forces are pretty much stuck, and yeah, they're going to pay the price for that. They're going to be taken out. Really good play from Spetsnaz so far. Yo, what up, Uncle Kane? Welcome, dude. It's good to have you here, man. Yeah, very good early game from Spetsnaz so far. He's just taking initiative. He has the upper hand. He's gonna take a second oil. The only thing that I don't really like is that he goes for the middle first. Also, this is a very interesting war factory. Yes, it will be great for the MCV expansion. Really good, actually. But not that great for Harvester reinforcement. But that's just a minor detail. Jinx isn't that much better, I would say. Alright, no engineer from... where is his engineer? Because it's not in here. So it has to be... yeah, it's going over there. Alright. So yeah, this is interesting gameplay from Spetsnaz, but I know he's doing it by the book, because this exact setup that he's doing, like going straight over this oil with his rifles, and then working his way backwards onto that oil, is what he does every single time on this map. So he's pretty much got a standard thing that he does. Nice blocking there with the war factory. Unfortunately, it didn't do that much. Oh no! Jinx's response was too late. He could have actually been able to kill that Ranger, which would have been really good for him. Oh wait, oh, Spetsnaz is playing a very dangerous game. But now he's gonna bait. Good reactions from Jinx. Already Spetsnaz with quite a big army. A lot bigger than Jinx's army. And Jinx is going deep with the MCV. But even though his war factory was not as ideally placed, quote unquote, to get the perfect timing, his MCV came out a little bit sooner. But yeah, there's the mine layer already that we were talking about. We're not seeing an eco slide yet. Interesting that he's on 6 harvesters in his main base as well. That's kind of a weird choice, especially on a map like this. Yeah, and Jinx should probably have an extra harvester over here, but there is going to be an eco slide, I think. No. Okay. Oh, that's really poor from Spetsnaz here. He was just shift queuing his mine layer over there without doing some scouting, without looking if anything's there. He didn't even realize that his mine layer died. So yeah, a little bit poor decision making there. Still Spetsnaz with a very good lead in terms of army, and Jinx very passive so far. Both players actually kind of passive. Spetsnaz is the one going to take initiative, and that actually might give Spetsnaz the upper hand, to be fair. Good scouting from Jinx. Unfortunately, he did lose the Ranger there. So yeah, I'm curious what he's going to do. He needs to move his army over there, because if Spetsnaz just decides to go in ham on that expansion, then Jinx will not be able to save it. Jinx going for a mine layer 2, and Spetsnaz made a new one, and he's going to mine lay the ore patch in the main base from Jinx. Very ballsy. But it might work out, to be fair. Might get at least one harvester. Alright, the expansion is surrounded. From 2 sides. But actually, I think this is going to work out for Jinx. Spetsnaz has no tank over here, and that small army didn't do anything at all. So even though he's going in with that army right now, he is going to lose that army as well, especially if he's not reacting. Like, he's not targeting any buildings. There's a turret, and yeah, Spetsnaz back on retreat. Good play here from Jinx. A little poor on the execution from Spetsnaz for sure, and he's going to pay the price for it as well. Has to retreat. Hey Salva, how you doing, man? You watching my YouTube videos lately? Good to hear. I'm glad that they're serving some use at least. Oh wow, did he actually try to get the radar dome? Yeah, I'm happy you're enjoying them, man. That's the sole reason why I've been making those. Oh, here comes the mine layer again, but Spetsnaz is just not paying attention to them, which is actually really sad. That's the second mine layer that just goes down without doing anything. I feel like Spetsnaz is trying to play really big brain, but it's not really working out, and at the same time I feel like he's also struggling with the basics. That's what I've seen so far from a lot of his matches. And Jinx is playing a lot more defensively. He's playing really cautious. You know, cautious. But he's deadballing right now, and he's going to take more and more army value away from Spetsnaz here. Gets another medium tank. Yeah, really good. Spetsnaz is going to be... Look at this. Like, just get a waypoint with your war factory, man. Alright, here's the rest of the army from Spetsnaz. Jinx should actually just go for the main base. Oh, it's gonna lose that medium tank. Okay. Yep. Move command. Hello? What? Please, Mr. Spetsnaz, come on. Like, dude. He could have used all of those tanks early on. Alright, Jinx is also playing way too passive though. Like, he has to do something. He has to put pressure on Spetsnaz right now, because he definitely has the opportunity to do so. But instead, I feel like he's getting distracted by the army presences from Spetsnaz, so he's going to reinforce. He can still take this. Like, this is the thing. He can still take this entire army out if he plays his cards right, if he plays them perfectly. Instead, he's going to go for the expansion over here. It's good because it's completely undefended. Alright, he's still gonna put pressure there on the harvesters. Here come the reinforcements from Spetsnaz. If... Yeah, Jinx sees it. Alright, Jinx has the upper hand with the Blackhawk as well. There is no soakers for Spetsnaz army over there. And also, yeah, besides soakers, no vision advantage being granted. And Jinx now pressing on. He needs to merge his armies really quick. Otherwise, these armies are going to be taken apart by Spetsnaz defense. But look at that. He's going to merge them together perfectly. Giant concave artillery support as well. This is looking fabulous for Jinx right now. And I don't think that Spetsnaz will be able to defend this expansion at all. Two arties coming in. Lots of medium tanks to be able to cover this. Lots of harvesters are in danger of dying. That's the Conyard going down. Everything is going down, falling apart. There goes the Blackhawk too. No Blackhawks for you, good sir. And no retreating harvesters from Spetsnaz. Yes, this is... Where is his micro right now? What is going on? Alright, he lost 3 harvesters that he could have saved. Artillery in the meantime is going to take out the turret. I like it. Another harvester is just going to his dead. And another harvester... Well, I feel like Spetsnaz completely hates harvesters. He despises them. Here he goes with his medium tanks. This is going to be a pretty good eco harassment. But it might be... Well, it's not going to be completely useless, obviously. He's going to get a lot of harvesters in revenge. But at the cost of what? At the cost of losing the entire game, for sure. Yeah, I feel like there's not much that that Spetsnaz can do. He can be an annoyance with the medium tanks and kill some harvesters. But currently, looking good for our boy Jinx, who has taken out 2 bases already. Here comes the first artillery support for Spetsnaz. But it doesn't seem like Jinx is realizing. Oh! Okay, now he is. He's gonna send the medium tanks in. Yep, there we go. He sees the other RT as well. Boom! That's a bullseye. And now he has free reign again. Yeah, Spetsnaz is completely done for. It is 30k versus 9k. With, let's have a look. Yeah, 6 versus 3 harvesters as well. This is crazy. Hey, Duppin. Hey, Amhol. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know. Like, Spetsnaz never goes for a waypoint on his war factory. It actually baffles me. And I also know for sure that he does not watch my stream or my YouTube videos, because I've been telling him that since season 11 or 12. It's crazy. Anyway, Spetsnaz calls the GG. Jinx taking the first game, you know, with big confidence, big play, big brain. Well, he just deadballed, so I'm not sure if it's big brain, but he played really well. Let's be honest. All right, moving on. Okay. Here we are once again back at Minions Division Game 2 between these two players. We got Spetsnaz spawning in the bottom left right now, and we have Jinx on the top right. Both players playing England, so that means they get reduced James Bonds from the racks. I think that's oh yeah, and the MGG. I think. Yeah, I'm almost positive. Alright, well, let's see how this will turn out. Spetsnaz definitely won the early game in the previous game, so let's see if it will turn out any differently. I like this first rifle from him, trying to kill the engine. At the same time, it's also a risk, because if Jinx decides to go in right now while both players are reinforcing, having that one rifle do something else might actually lose you the engagements, believe it or not. But he might actually get the engineer. Oh, no, he's not. Nope. Yep, you're gonna see it. Nice, they killed it. Really nice. Yeah, Spetsnaz going for the regular armies as well. 9 rifles, 1 medic and engineer. It's so weird to me. He's probably gonna make 13. No. Wow. I'm actually kind of curious if people even know how much you can spend. Like, they still have cash left to spend. Stuff like that baffles me, actually. But it is what it is. What can you do? Here comes the escort for the VIP of the game. Spetsnaz so far is going to play it very defensively. I think he's going to wait, just like game number 1. He's going to wait for his ranger to come out, and then he will probably engage. That's what he did last time. He's also, I'm actually surprised, like, he's not making any rockets so far. He did that last time too. I don't really like that. The reason being, he does not know if his opponent is War Factory first or double ref. If you're going double ref, then yes, you can actually do that. You can go for rifles first, you know, to give yourself an edge, and then you can still make 4 rockets after that. But so far, I do like Jinx play a little bit better, just to play it safe. If Jinx was War Factory first and he went for a light tank, like, Spetsnaz would be in a lot of trouble. Jinx is gonna kill those free scouts. And now he will be able to... Oh, no! Oh, that's so poor. That's unfortunate. But that is an issue. He needs to get the hell out of there with his army right now, because if Spetsnaz decides to be aggressive... Bro, where are your rockets? if I'm playing against Spetsnaz, I'm just going for double light tank. Like, and I'm gonna destroy everything he has. Oh, Jinx, please, please, please go in. Oh no, the NG. Oof. There's his first rockets at minute 4. That is way too late. I'm actually a little bit sad that he didn't get punished for it, to be honest. He actually still might get punished for it. Here comes the Ranger. Oh, what? What? What the hell is going on? Oh, no. No. Bro, these two players do not really like light vehicles so far. It's unfortunate, but that's the second light vehicle going down for Jinx. He's going for the expansion over here. I'm not sure if I... I mean, this is one of those maps where having the middle is very crucial. I feel like... I mean, I guess you could probably pop like a ref over here with a pillbox and then move to the middle. Or you could maybe have the war factory over here, go over here, and then maybe with the main MCV after you deployed over here, take this part. I feel like this is kind of close. Like, I feel like taking this as your first expansion, being Jinx, is definitely not the best idea. Especially as doing the same thing. I actually don't really like that at all. I feel like it's really bad at taking map control effectively. Oh, here we go. Yep. Bro, why is he letting them die? What? Like, I don't understand. Like, at least try to get some value out of them. Like, you're giving up a medium tank, pretty much. Like, every time you go for a mine layer, that's a medium tank less that you will have compared to your opponent, who is just spamming medium tank, let's say. Let's see if... Wow, they're going for Raider Dome really fast, straight away. That is crazy. Also very interesting army positioning here. I'm assuming he wants to take the oil, hence why he brought the NG, or he's going for that oil instead. But why not just load the engineer in the Ranger and then bring him to the oil? What? What the fuck is going on? He had a Ranger. Okay, Jinx is doing in the bottom. Alright. Yeah, there are no eco slide even as well. So yeah, they definitely should have moved out main MCV. I'm a little bit baffled so far. Once again, Spetsnaz has the bigger army. But he lost that army last time as well. And that could be the case. Meanwhile, Jinx is going to move out. Take this expansion as well. He almost has a rift down, so he should be good. But he has to eco slide. He forgot to eco slide, which is not Gucci. That means he will definitely get out of cash. At least Spetsnaz moved over one harvester. But he's still on 5 in the main base, which is way too much. Alright, but now we have Raider Dome versus Raider Dome. Spetsnaz does see the RT. But he has no RTs of his own, which actually baffles me. And once again, he has so much tanks over here not doing anything. In the meantime, Jinx is reinforcing his units over here. He's having a good attack at the bottom. No defenses there from Spetsnaz. Is gonna send over some medium. Yeah, I should be able He should be fine. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait. That was attack move, my good sir. That was not force fire. A very messy game so far. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Okay, there goes the ranger. That's unfortunate. In the meantime, there's medium tanks shooting at rifles instead of the ranger. All right, here comes that big yellow blob. But look at that RT in the back. Oh no! Oh, he knew the RT was there as well with the Black Hawk. No way! And history is repeating itself yet again. This army will be completely killed from Spetsnaz. Yeah, he's going in. That's a desperate attempt to save his army. And look at that. Once again, Jinx is going to have the upper hand. He creates a big gap in army value just because of Spetsnaz decision making to attack main base without RT support, without Black Hawks. He got screwed over. In the meantime, he can have some revenge at the bottom, but Jinx is going to reinforce that, maybe with some defenses as well. He should be good. Blackhawk support from Spetsnaz. That might actually be an issue. I think Spetsnaz will be able to take it. Oh no. Okay. Very poor pillbox placement. That does not do anything. Can he keep the MCV alive? Yes, he can. Oh, no, 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 no. He's getting blocked. It stays alive. It stays alive. And Defender's advantage so far is actually helping Jinx. He's still alive. He's got another defense ready to go. Nice NG usage there. Very poor micro from both players though. Both players just using attack move with the Blackhawks. But Jinx keeps his expansion sorta alive. He did suffer some casualties. Here comes reinforcements though. And now he's the one having RTs as well. So yeah, Blackhawks are gonna come in over here. Mostly focusing on the pillbox, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's a waste of their ammo. But once again, Jinx is going to deadball Spetsnaz yet again. And he will lose his MCV for sure with 3 medium tanks. They have the same speed as the MCV. So that one goes down. Oh, very good AA gun as well. Blackhawks will be taken out. All 3 of them as well. No reactions from Spetsnaz at all. Jinx just on a roll here. He's gonna do the same thing as he did in game 1. And that is just snowball his way through this entire base. I don't see Spetsnaz coming back from this at all. This is his last army as well to deal with this. And in the meantime, Jinx is just deadballing his way too. He's actually killing medium tanks with RTs. That's the first. What? Hello? What? Why? Why retreat? Oh no. No. No, there's an... This is one of those matches where I'm actually losing brain cells. Fucking hell, man. Jesus. Alright. Jinx in a very strong position, but he has to make sure that he's not letting Spetsnaz expand freely like that. And yeah, Jinx has to capitalize on this. I think he has eco problems from the looks of it. Yeah, he's completely drained out. He has his main MCV over here as well. He got a ref out there, so that's good. He's probably making a second one. Yes, he is. But he was in a really good position of taking everything out. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Oh, it might actually be. Well, losing 2 Blackhawks for that, I'm not so sure if that is worth. Yeah, Jinx has to push. Otherwise, he's going to give Spetsnaz way too much time on making a comeback. Oh, but that arty is going to be devastating. Ooh! Nice. And very little rocket density here from Spetsnaz. So he's gonna have some troubles killing these medium tanks if Jinx decides to push, but no, he's not moving with the infantry. I think he wants to kill them from a distance. Yep, there we go, full value. No, bro. He hates Blackhawks as well. How many Blackhawks did he lose so far? That's crazy. In the meantime, oh, please place walls. Place walls so he can't get away. That would be so big brain. I would love to see that. Like, just wall this off completely. I would have laughed my ass off. Oh, okay. No, the egg! It doesn't really need it. Okay. Here comes Jinx with his own Blackhawks. Yeah, Spetsnaz's army is out of position. And that's what he was waiting for. Spetsnaz calls the GG. And Jinx takes it 2-0 over Spetsnaz. And in my opinion, well deserved. Tux says not over. Tux has no idea what he's talking about.
Battle control.
Go play back on your guitar or something like that. Right, we are refueled. Let's go. Milkman versus Mo should be interesting. I think they are pretty similar level. Milkman is I think he was one of the players that is potentially could receive an award called the player that has improved the most in between seasons. I think he also has a lot of games played on the ladder recently too. And he and who else was that? He and Shuchani are both nominated for this quote-unquote award. Milkman obviously known for hosting the RHL servers for season 12 and now season 13. And he's also taking over the ladder from Bug. So he will be in charge for that. And in the meantime, he's still playing OpenRA. Time for some cheese. Hell, oh, bro, we've got some cheese. I think we got some cheese in here because I also saw a Hans Nihal replay in here. So you better know there's gonna be like flame drops or something like that. Milkman is definitely known to play very meta. So I don't think we're gonna see a lot from him in that regard. Mo, on the other hand, I was about to say, I'm waiting to see grins. And they are already here. We are going to see grins. And, you know, I know Milkman watches my videos. I'm not sure if he did watch. He didn't see it. Uh, I've played versus Mo in season 11. I have showcased Mo so many times in season 11, 12, even before that. And now here he is again. He is known to do this. Like, if there were even times where Mo just went for like 6 or 7 or 8 grins with like 5 rifles, and then he would just rush straight to your main base, and he would fuck you up if you were not ready for that. It seems from my understanding that Milkman will be able to make this happen. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. That's not how that works. Well. RIP. Definitely. Now Mo has close to no army, actually. Oh no, yeah, at least Newbie X saw it. War Factory idle. That's not good. Milkman is actually known to be a very strong macro player. That's what wins him a lot of games. So it's actually kind of crazy to see a mistake from him like that. But it happens to the best. Happens to all of us. Damn, someone just fucking headbutted a door in my house. I'm assuming it's my girlfriend. If not, then I might go down and see what's going on. But I think we're fine. Interesting NG placement there. Either use it or, you know, let it die heroically. But you have to do something with it. At least maybe go for a flank. Go over here, set it up to capture something later on. Or try and get the oil. .2 versus 4. Mo going for a heavy tank first. He actually has no means of killing armor except for his own heavy tank. Which, you know, is a mistake. We'll see how this will turn out. It seems like Milkman is going to take out the oil from Mo on the right side. But I wish he did. I think he just forgot about the engineer. I'm assuming. Yeah, unfortunately for this map, I really like this map in terms of layout, but this map has very, very obvious expansions. And I feel like this map is a very strong base push map. If you go for example, if you play very greedy on this map, or maybe go War Factory first and get a very early MCV, you can just pop a ref down here, move straight over here, and go for a base push. That's what I would do. And I really wish I saw it on this map. But Mo has the upper hand. He's got double heavy tanks already, and he's got a really good concave from the start. This is gonna be carnage for Milkman. Look at that. The only armor is light tank for Milkman. He tried to go for a base push, but now... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here. And it's gone. Damn. That is a rough start. Not good. So already a 5k deficit for Milkman in terms of army value. However, this could equalize things, because that is a very, very brave attack and very, very poor army positioning as well. Mo, please don't let your heavy tanks die like that. I don't know what he was thinking. He should have actually just bring an MCV. Tried the same thing that Milkman wanted to do against him. He actually knows that there is no MCV there. The MCV got killed in action. So he could have, with extra flame towers, with static defense support, he could have easily taken this expansion. Here's the new MCV. Not much damage has been done so far by Mo. He actually went for a split, but that split is going to cost him. And it's actually going to be decision makings like this that will make it so that Milkman actually might be okay. Milkman did know that he saw heavy tanks. However, they're not going to be able to catch up. These heavy tanks might actually cause a problem. Let's find out. In the meantime, we've got another engagement. Bro, this is so bad. No tank support indeed. He sends off his tanks to check for more expansions. Mo needs to chill. Mo is doing way too much crazy stuff. He's doing a good job keeping Milkman distracted with an army like that. But it's what happens if you send way too many tanks to go for flanks. Then your armies are without tank support. He's actually gonna be fine because of the defenses. But Mo is doing some crazy stuff right now. He did take out a harvester, but he's going to lose 2 heavy tanks. That's unfortunate. It's not a good trade. Where is Mo's micro right now? Yeah, I think Mo is gonna lose this. I'm already calling it, but he has so many engagements. He should go back to the basics. Tanks and infantry are yin and yang, and he is splitting them off way too much, and that is going to result in just losing a lot of engagements. Milkman could have easily taken that engagement. Radar Dome Tech could save Mo. Well, let's see if it actually does. Yeah, he's way too desperate to kill harvesters. And because of that, he's losing way too many engagements in the middle. Just because he doesn't have tank support. And in the end, like, he only killed 1 harvester. But he lost 4 heavy tanks. He lost 2 over here and 2 over here. Yep. And now Milkman's gonna snowball. Look at that concave as well with a big army lead. There's the first V2 though. That's going to be a good shot, I think. It's decent. Running into another flame tower. That's also good for him. But that's still a big army that is running rampant. Big V2 shot there. Milkman is taking out a lot of power, but so far Admiral Mo can afford losing the power. Meanwhile, Milkman is doing poorly on the left side, but he's... Okay, Admiral Mo is actually sending that army away. Like, why? The V2s and the flame towers are cleaning it up. And Milkman actually lost an entire army just for killing power plants. A big army. A really big army. Very unfortunate. Poor decision making so far from these players. So Mo actually didn't lose that much at all. And Milkman with a late Radar Dome Tech. I know this might be able to turn around. There's tier 3 from Mo right now. He's repairing his heavy tanks. I like that. It's gonna be a flank over here, but somehow Seems like he has spotted it, not entirely sure. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Mo saw that with the yak before. He sees it now. I don't really like the fact that he's sending over his entire army to deal with that. Good strategy from Milkman though. He's gonna take out the Tentacle with an RT. He's also baiting the yaks to come in, so he can take it out with the AA gun. The entire army got sent over there to deal with that small flank. But he takes it out. Even spy plane got used. That's crazy. Oh, but we have MiG support. Hello. That's gonna be a dead harvester. Yes, sir. Good MiG usage. Yeah, V2s and RTs can do a lot of damage to tanks. It just rarely doesn't happen. Alright, good attacks from Milkman so far, even though Mo has the army advantage in terms of value. That was a crazy MiG to go down. Anyways, Mo once again is going to send over his entire Deadball army to deal with that. He took out the AA gun somehow. I think he might have used parabombs, but I might have missed that. And then he sacrifices yaks to deal with the RTs. Medium tank got dealt with as well. No, actually, Mo has been very responsive so far. He's never engaging, he's never taking initiative. This is the first time he's actually, well, not really, because he's just chasing the spot he just defended. But he's got a very big army blob here. Does he have Iron Curtain out already? No. That's crazy. To be fair, if you're playing Soviets and you have tier 3, building Iron Curtain is probably the first thing you do. And once again, Mo decides to not attack. He's always responding. But Milkman's gonna get away with this stuff. Takes out a good harvester. Hey, what's up, Mega Tank? Good to see you, man. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah, Milkman is just going ham with multi-prongs, and all Mo is doing is just trying to defend with such a slow army. Milkman, that being said, Milkman is going to throw away army again. But this time he did get the radar dome. He's going to get the airfields. But that is not really a lot to gain from. He's going for the MCV. I think he should be able to get it. No, he's not gonna get it. Alright. But here we go. Yeah, this is what Milkman's been doing. He knows that Mo's been deadballing. He's like, okay, you are on the left side. I'm going to the right side again, and he's gonna get harvesters again. Hopefully, Mo this time will engage instead of defend. No, once again, he's going to defend, but that means more harvesters are being killed. Currently, Mo's still sitting on 7 harvesters, which is good, but he doesn't really have harvesters working in spots that are regrowing ore. In the meantime, Milkman's eco is actually doing pretty well. So Milkman can allow keeping up this relentless pressure. And still no Iron Curtain from Mo. Like, come on, man. Like, you're playing Soviets. If he built that IC from the start, he would have had IC in this situation right now. He could have dealt so much damage. He's still gonna do a lot of damage though. He's got a pretty good concave. The army's getting killed from Milkman right now, and there is nothing to be stopped to deal with this army. All Mo had to do was just move his way in, just go for the barf move. Heavy tanks found the MCV as well. They do so much damage. They are going to be able to kill this easily. Yes, sir. In the meantime, there's nothing that can stop this. And Milkman calls the GG. Well played. Mo comes out on top. But it was a minor victory in my opinion. Could have been over a long time ago, but yeah, very passive play. Very passive play.
With caution.
Oh, and that means in the meantime we're just going to go back to our games. And we're going to see the continuation of Milkman versus Mo
Battle control initialized.
on greener pastures. Very, very interesting second game that was. Yeah, I feel like that second game, Despero didn't even have to do anything. Like, let's be honest. Like, he saw no oil being taken. He was like, okay, let's go check out main base. Okay, well, he got the power plant. Okay, he forced Duke Bones to build a racks, build a pillbox, and all that good stuff. And then after that, he saw the Raider Dome with the NG, so he just made an AA gun. And he did literally nothing else. He just stayed in his main base. He took out one Blackhawk with the AA gun. He could have even sold the AA gun afterwards if he wanted to. I'm not sure if he actually did. And then Jigbones went for the engagement, and he just threw away his Blackhawk. And then it was 0 Blackhawks versus no Blackhawks against infantry versus infantry. Yeah, that's gonna be painful. And from there, I don't think that Jigbones actually could have recovered at all. Alright, Mo going in aggressively. Milkman is going to retreat. And that means Mo will be able to take both oils in the middle. Milkman is going to let it slide. He's going to let it happen. That's okay. That is a little bit greedy from Mo, I would say. Milkman can definitely capitalize now and retaliate. Did he build an NG? I don't think he built an NG. He's going for an NG now, which I feel like he definitely is over-investing. He's gonna stall. He was actually stalling a little bit when the NG was being produced. What the? Oh. Oh, he could have actually captured the oil if he wanted to. Milkman is not producing buildings though. Normally Milkman is pretty good at doing macro, but that also implies that he normally doesn't do a lot of micro. So maybe he just can't do the two things at once for now. But, you know. There we go, now he's building the ref. He did lose a lot of time. Because now he's actually an entire building behind. So this might be good for Mo to turn this around. Also, Milkman has no rockets, or not in time at least. He's gonna kill these NG. Yup, no engineer. No oil for you, good sir. Going in for some crushes as well. Oh, those are pretty good. Definitely words. Keeps the APC alive. The SD will come down soon, so we can just repair that. And yeah, Mo did kept his NG alive, so he's gonna sit on 2 oils for the time being. Hospital has been kept alive as well, so being Soviets, that is definitely a lot of value. But this is very poor for Mo though. This is very poor. He made 2 refs on this patch. He needs the eco slide. Okay, milk moved out. Interesting. I'm not sure if I like this. I would have loved to see either maybe if he wanted to do that, build a radar dome first. Radar dome with like a helipad, because there's still enough starter ore in the base to just keep going a little bit further before needing to move out. And then if he had the radar dome and like let's say to maybe an airstrip as well, like there's actually some value to be had. And now like I feel like moving out is just going to delay your tech. That's all it does right now. I'm surprised he's going for a 4th ref as well. He's going for SD now. I'm not sure if I like this. Like he's already on 7 harvesters. But no SD tech though. He might actually lose just to heavy tanks. Let's see if he's going to go straight for heavy tanks. If he decides to build an MCV now, I'm not sure. He is. Very interesting decision making. Wow. That's a very lucky NG. Oh no, the heavy tank is going to... Oh my god. No, milkman, that's double flame tower. Oof. But once again, Mo just retreating completely. It's like... very, very weird play from Milkman so far. The spectators are right though. He should definitely use these 4 APCs to go for crushes. Oh no, all the APCs are dead. But the heavy tank is in the back. Nice, good tactical retreat there from Mo. Now the tank is in front. The flame tower is doing its work. The flame tower from Milkman is not doing its work. Mo needs to build a barracks and he should probably go for an NG if he wants to. Ooh. Also no repair from Mo. He needs to either build an NG or go for repairs. Ay 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 ay. Man, MCV is moving out. Okay, heavy tanks doing some nasty damage. Yeah, Mo's in a good spot, but he needs an Tesla coal over here somewhere so he can kill the flame towers. Mo already ahead with 8k army value. Bro, heavy tanks are no joke. Oh, That's perfect value right there. But again, Mo is being way too passive. It's gonna build base crawl on the other side too. Wow, that's a very good flame tower. That took out four rockets. Yeah, I think Milkman has to abandon this position. Very good. But this flank has broken through though. That's gonna be a really good flank for Milkman. Very crucial expansion for Mo. But Mo, yeah, way too passive on this side. Way too passive. Regardless, he will be able to clean that up. And Mo once again is booming with army value. 26k versus 9k. I'm also surprised he just let Milkman get away with getting this eco as well. Like he knew that Milkman was there. Could have just put the pressure on by just setting camp, like just camp an army next to it. Or at least a portion from this army would have been great. Mo on the chase. But Mo is doing pretty well in terms of map control. Not sure what Milkman can do here. He's gonna give away that his army's in the middle. Good reactions from Mo. And yeah, Mo just booming over here. 32k versus 13k. Not much that Milkman can do. He's just trapped. The thing that I do want to see from Mo is just capitalize, man. Like go for flanks, go for eco harassments, do something. You have 35k army value. He's floating 11k as well. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. He can throw so much at Milkman. So much. Yeah, here comes Mo from 3 different angles. At the same time, he's putting pressure on the MCV. He gets the MCV as well. Tesla Coil will kill the Harvesters. No, infantry will. Yeah, Milkman will not be able to stop this. There is Milkman. Calls for the surrender. GG, well played. And that is 2-0 for Mo.
Battle control terminated.
Yeah, that NG was crazy. 4 APCs just go on here. Alright. We are down to our 2 last matches already. We've got Big Hulk versus Hans and Jinx versus Mo. So we already saw Mo, so let's do Big Hulk versus Hans right now, and then we can end it with Jinx versus Mo. Yeah, let's go.
Battle control initial.
This is probably one of the matches that I've been looking forward to. Mainly because of Hans. We've got the Hulk over here. We saw him play last week in his live match versus Triple TP. He's a new player. He joined RGL for the first time this season. And yeah, he's looking promising so far in the Minions division. On the top right, we have Hans, and I have a weak spot for Hans. Hans is a member of the Chinese community for OpenRA. He has done a lot. I think he translated OpenRA completely on his own for the Chinese community to play. He's also done a lot of modeling work for Shattered Paradise and Romanov's Vengeance. And he's always participating in RGL so far. And he goes for the craziest stuff. If you want an example of a person that plays the game for pure enjoyment, it's this guy. He does the craziest stuff. So yeah, looking forward to watching him play. Are you doing highlights like this every week? Yes, we are. every single Monday or Tuesday. It depends. Sometimes I have to do commentating for the Street Fighter Corner to Corner tournament, which also happens on Monday. However, this week they got covered. They have 2 other commentators for tonight, so that means I'm not there. Holy shit, Dreamcaster with 4 gifted subs and a sub of his own. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Super amazing. Much appreciated, man. I'm glad you are enjoying the content that I provide for you. Oh, Hans, please, please, Hans. Oh, he's yes, he got him. He got him. Jump, jump, jump. Very nice. Hans here with the dog play. So he's in a very good spot right now. He's been able to take out the NG on the right. He won the engagement on the right, and he kept both of his dogs alive. Oh no. Oh no. Hans, you need to get the hell out of there, man. You need to get the hell out of there with that doggo. Oh man, this dog could have had so much value. If there were like 4 rifles with it, so much value. That dog is like, holy. Hans is like, yo, fuck that. I'm out. Alright. So let's see what Hans is up to. Okay, an empty APC. That's something we don't see a lot from Hans. Usually Hans is very well known to go for Gren rushes or Gren drops, Flame Tower drops, but we can still see those. The thing is, I'm already seeing a preemptive Flame Tower being built this early. Says a lot. We might see 2 extra harvesters before SD. Not entirely sure. Well, let's find out is the question. He's gonna send over the APC to get the oil. Interesting. I mean, that's a good play. Like, so far there isn't really anything from the Hulk that can deal with that. I don't think the Hulk went for... Okay, he did win for a light vehicle. He went for the Ranger. The Ranger is far though. He's pretty busy in the middle. However, I think the Ranger will still be in time to prevent this from happening. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, what are you doing with the NPC? Oh, the Ranger's being blocked by the harvester. Oh my god, he's still gonna be in time though. Oh, but it was close. It was very close. Alright. Nothing out of the ordinary so far from Hans, but he is making flamethrowers. So we might actually see a drop. I'm actually expecting it. Because I've played Hans before and I covered Hans a lot. There is almost no game where he does not go for flamethrowers. But he has to be careful though, because obviously building so many flamethrowers, going for APCs to do the drop is going to delay and lower your chances of winning actual engagements, because you'll have less infantry. But there's the first APC with a Gren drop, and he's going for the oil. But he needs to get the Grens inside. Yeah, nice. Alright, so that is still going to be a very looming threat. That also forces Hulk to stick around in the base, in the main base. Hans is gonna back off for now. Is he going for the other oil? Yeah, he is. He's going to kill the other oil as well. Yeah, Grens are all very effective dealing damage. Oh, no. That's not good. That's unfortunate for Hans. But he will be able to take out this. Oh, go for the harvester first, otherwise could go for crushes. Alright. Takes out the refinery. But yeah, this is what I mean. He has no tanks at all yet. And he's now facing an army with 4 medium tanks to do soaking. Hans is gonna try to escape. He actually gets away with most of his army. But he did lose an MCV in the process. Granted though, he did not lose his expansion. So in terms of eco, they will kind of be similar. But Hans is gonna be behind more on heavy tanks the longer this takes on. I like this map. I actually like this map as well. This map has been around for some time. Sompio, I think it got released somewhere at the end of season 12, I believe, maybe even before. I think when the maps came out, this map was too late of being in the map pool. I think the RGL map pool, oh no, already got decided. Oh, that is so close. Hans getting lucky here. He's got a flame tower up and he needs to use it. Oh, I don't think he actually paid attention. No, he's not paying attention either. He almost walked past it. This is crazy. Big attack here on the flank of the expansion of Hans. 3 harvesters went down just like that. He's gonna be forced to sell the riff. That is a big blow to his eco yet again. Oh, poor ref placement, but I think he couldn't place the ref because of the flame tower earlier on. Is he still on 2 MCVs? He is on 2 MCVs. Hulk is gonna push his luck. I'm not sure that's gonna work. There's flamethrowers in the mix as well, and there is a Tesla coil. However, the Tesla coil is not focusing on the tanks. If it was focusing on the tanks, the result would have been a lot better. But still a pretty good result. There is going to be another flame tower. Hans is going to be able to hold this line. Flamethrowers did a lot of work here for sure. And that was pretty good for Hans to get himself back into the game. Lots of army lost for the Hulk. And the only thing he got in return is taking out a Tesla coil. So it's 9 minutes into the game and both players are under the 10k army value. Just because of the crazy engagements that they had so far. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this shit. Oh no. That was a very good tank rush, or an attempt. Yeah, MCV will go down. Oh, the clutch flame tower. Getting micros, still getting a little bit of value, but that's the second MCV for Hans to be taken out like that. Luckily for him, Hulk is not building buildings. It's not producing. There we go. Now he is. Is that his only MCV? No. Here comes another flank, but Hans sniffed it out, so he should be able to deal with this with these reinforcements. He's got a pretty good concave set up as well. His tank is in a good position. Yeah, he should be able to take this out without any casualties. Alright, so far Hans in the lead in terms of army value. Hulk is definitely in the lead in terms of map control and eco. Sitting on 5 racks so far. He should definitely go for max racks production due to his large eco advantage. Still a pretty good flame tower for Hans, to be honest. Covers the flank. Surprised that Hulk kept it alive. But yeah, Hulk sitting on Radar Dome. No Radar Dome to be seen yet for Hans. This is his... What is this? His third MCV that he had to create? But still, he's on top. He's got a 4k army value lead. He's going for a Radar Dome now as well. And Hans, once again, is maybe going to push his luck later on over here. Not sure. Reminds you of Winding Woods. I can see the resemblance with Winding Woods mixed with Kosovo for sure. But yeah, Dupin said this map is big, and it is super big. This is probably one of the biggest maps that is in our RGL. Oh, there we go again. We're doing some tanking with the MCV. Here we go. And he can't deploy because of the house. Oh my god, this is so stress. If you're in this situation, this is so stressful. Like you're being under attack, and all you can hear is cannot deploy here. You're like fuck, please. So Hans is going to retreat all the way back, which I think he should not have done. But at the same time, it's the safest play. There's 3 RTs at the expansion. They could have just killed his MCV from a distance. And even taking that engagement would have been a bad idea for Hans as well, because he would have suffered a lot of losses. However, he's going to have a really good engagement here. It's a good army with 2 heavy tanks taking the lead. There's only a small handful of defenses here, and there's 4 harvesters to be taken. So that is going to be a good deal. Second war factory is coming online for Hans. He's moved the MCV over here to take the expansion, so he's actually not falling that far behind, which is good. Oh, but that RT is gonna do some nasty damage. Oh my god. Gets taken out. Nice reactions from Loconto to remove the harvesters away. That's a pretty good deal, not losing 4 harvesters. In the meantime, here comes Hans again. P2s onto the pillbox. But, oh, this is gonna be painful. Oh my god! They got deleted! They got yeeted and deleted. Oh, there's so many RTs! Where did that army go? It's gone. I just blinked with my eyes and it's gone. Just like that. Wow. Yeah. Hans is going to need some aircraft of his own to deal with these. I like the fact that he's building flags. That means Hulk has to be careful, but he still can scout with the Blackhawks. He's doing a really good job with those, making the RTs very useful. Oh no, Hans is going in. Oh my god. Oh, but the flags, look at that. Really good. But not good enough. There's still 4 left. And now there's no flag trucks left to take out this Black Hawk, but the rockets are going to deal with that. Pretty good. Back and forth. 20k army value lead now for Hulk. 8k for Hans. And now his war factory is getting bombarded and there's nothing he can do about it. Trying to make a guess where the RTs were. Didn't work out. Hans is getting a lot of eco, so the tables are turning a little bit, but Hulk still has so much eco to live with for at least a couple of minutes. So having the map control is not gonna matter, and he needs to do something about these RTs because he's getting bombarded by these RTs so far. Oh, another V2 snipe. He tried to go for it. He's gonna send in his heavy tanks forward to try and deal with the RTs. The flak truck is actually might get through. Now medium tanks are being thrown away by the Hulk. Hans keeping up the pressure though, but now the RTs are going to fire at the infantry. That's going to be bad. Along with the Blackhawks. Yeah, there's so much value. Flak trucks take out the Blackhawk. Hans is fighting for his life, but this army has gotten so much value. Look at the veterancy on these RTs as well. And keep in mind that already like 4 or 5 RTs have died. But still the pressure is on. Everything is getting crushed. Tier 3 for Hans. That's crazy. And he went for tier 3 in the middle of all of this. He's going for a demo truck. It's still 16 seconds away from being ready. And that is going to come out of this war factory. Unfortunately, I don't think that war factory is going to be able to stay alive. Oh, is he low power? Yep, he is. He is. The time got tripled. 5 seconds left, but the war factory is not going to live 5 seconds. He's trying to save it with walls. Oh, it came out in time? Wow. But it does not matter. Hans has been defeated. First game goes to Hulk, and that was a crazy game. Just as I expected it to be. But well played from Hulk. Obviously, his artists did so much work, and that's what cost Hans the game. The only thing that I could say about Hans is Hans should have made more aircraft so that he could deal with the artists, because the rocket density of Hulk was actually really small. That's probably something that could have saved him. Anyways, let's go over to game number 2, where we are playing on Assault as well. This is the map that Duke Bones chose earlier in the live game versus Despro, where he tried to go for his Black Hawk shenanigans, but it failed. But here we go. A chance for retaliation for our man Hans, starting in the top left as Ukraine. Hans will never ever play allies. This man will always play Soviets. And in the bottom right, we have Hulk once again going with Germany. So yeah, and interesting to see how this one will turn out. But yeah, we did see a small Gren drop from Hans, but we didn't see any flamethrower drops, which I am kind of surprised about that, to be fair. I'm actually really surprised. But you know, shoutouts to Hans. It was once again a very entertaining game, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna make a stand here and say that Hans will probably be in every single highlight reel. 100%. Okay, Hulk being aggressive, he's going straight for the oil. Hans is gonna try and go around and maybe snipe an NG, but I'm surprised he's setting the rifles up over there. I think he's actually thinking ahead a little bit too far. These are going to be really good scouts in order to see if there's an MCV going that way, yes or no. But in the early game so far, those rifles are not going to do anything, because I don't think there will be an engineer. I don't see a reason for the Hulk, for example, to pass his engineer. If he had 2 rifles over here, tried to sneak behind enemy lines, he might have been able to take the NG. But now Hans is in trouble. Lost his entire double ref army, besides all the scouts that he set up. Oh. Yeah, this looks like a... I feel like this map has a lot of starting ore, so the thing that Duke Bones and Despro were pulling off is definitely valuable on this map. And also there's not that much travel distance to go for this ore patch either. Interesting army movement on the right side. Maybe trying to set up an army, hoping that there will be an MCV passing by. But so far, that does not seem to be the case. We've got another Gren drop on our hands. 5 Grens on the way. Probably to kill the oil like last time. Preemptively, there has been a pillbox set up between the 2 power plants. I did hear an infantry die, so... Okay. I was actually expecting Hans to... Oh, maybe he lost his rifle. He did lose a rifle over here somehow. But he didn't scout any of the bases. A lot of preemptive pillboxes. I'm not sure if I like this from... Yeah, from the Hulk. He already sold one. Probably because of the power difference that makes. That does mess up your build. And also being at 4 harvesters, I think that's a little bit too early doing that. Preemptive flame tower, a new investment for another engineer. That engineer might meet his doom. Alright. Oil has been taken out. Mission accomplished. Where will they go next? Oh, no. Oh, that's unfortunate. That ranger would have died if that army just stood there. Oh, no. Oh, damn. This man almost gave me a heart attack. Oh, bad eco slide. Luckily, Hans is no, he's not. Oh, no. 4 harvesters were working on that patch. Oh, there's so much starting ore here. I'm actually surprised that he's floating a little bit here. Alright, he's going to do some scouting with the APC without unloading the drop. Hulk, for some reason, I do not like the fact that he's setting up so much army here. Because he could lose. Like, it doesn't serve any purpose sitting up here. I think he's trying to be big brain and, you know, snipe an MCV. But luckily for him, Hans is not putting on the pressure. But this could have costed him the entire match if Hans decided to attack somewhere else and Hulk was in desperate need of this army. Seems like he did unload the Grins, but the Grins died a terrible death. Hans is going to be a little bit faster with his MCV. His ref positioning is a little bit better, not that much. But there's still an APC alive, so that could technically mean we're going to see a drop. Nice scouts from Hans, I like that. He's going to be able to see the army. The question is, will he react to it? Will he stop that? I sure hope so. Oh dear. Okay, he did see it. Oh no, wait, he saw the army, what? 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 Why? What? No, oh no! He could have gotten away with losing that entire army. Now he just lost that army. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on, but this is a good attack onto the expansion. Hans's army is completely out of position. He's like letting this happen as well. New war factory coming up. Hans now Hans might be in trouble. Let's look at the army difference. The army values are actually fairly close. But this is going to be a good attack. Hans moved his MCV away for some reason. Needs to pull the harvesters away. Good job. One harvester fell, but that's okay. Okay. Ref has been taken out. Hans removed his MCV to get a ref again. Yeah. Oh, good V2 shot though. If there's anything that could bring Hans back into this game. Oh no. Sells the radar dome. Luckily for him, Hulk did not see... Hans should have known this. Like, the army escaped. There was a big possibility that the army was moving downwards. Luckily, the MCV has been kept alive. But Hans is a little bit in a pickle. This army is going to be able to deal some good damage to that expansion. But yeah, once again, Hans moved away his army. And he knows that there is an army on the left. He knew that. And now he has nothing to defend with that again. Good flame tower though, it's in a good position. Oh no, now it's being cramped between between the expansion and the army from the main base with an RT. And look at that veterancy already. So much value to be had here. What a blow to Hans, and more eco is being dropped. Oh my god. Yeah, his MCV placement is kind of poor. He can't really protect his harvesters, just as we saw happening. And now Hulk is probably going to unite all of his armies and go for a big attack. Man, I gotta respect this man and his bold choices. Like, like, you know that there's a pillbox there. Oh no, you don't. He destroyed it. But still, that is crazy. Oh, oof. Yeah, good split, good multi-prong from Hulk. Main base will be under attack. There's nothing to stop it. Yeah, this is it's going to be over. Hans needed that army to make a comeback. And sending it out to go for an attack was definitely not the best idea. And that should do it. Hans could potentially go for a good base trade here. But, you know, that's about it. Hulk has another big expansion. That is the thing about Hulk though. Hulk only goes for one expansion most of the time, which is kind of crazy. Oh my god. Like, he usually goes for one expansion and he just sits on that. Yeah, that Black Hawk is gonna go down. Main base is being sold. Okay. Last stand for Hans. He loses the V2. He actually needed that V2 if he wanted to make a comeback, but even then I think it was kind of hopeless. Still, I think Hans feels that he has a good chance, but I don't think he knows about that expansion in the top right. He calls the GG, and Hulk takes it 2-0 over Hans. Well played, well fought. Interesting game. Moving on.
Battle control terminated.
It was funny. Funny games. Alright, we're down to our last two games for the evening. We've got Jinx versus Maul, but stick around because we're still going to sit here for at least a small hour. So grab some snacks, refill your drinks. Now let's get straight into it.
Battle control initialized.
Alright, welcome back. Here we are doing Jinx versus Admiral Mo. Now we saw Jinx before. He played against Spetsnaz. He came out on top very convincingly. And Mo did the same thing versus Milkman earlier on. Came on top very convincingly as well. Maybe not the first game. The first game was a little bit sloppy, but he still did it. Second game was way more convincing. So it's interesting to see that both of these players took out opponents earlier on, and now here they are facing against each other. It's also very interesting that both of these players got highlighted for this week against their opponents, and now they're in another highlight against each other. So looking forward to who is going to win these games. I kind of took a sneak peek of the match lengths. Both of these matches take 25 minutes each. So we are in for a treat. Let's hope it's going to be a crazy game with lots of insane stuff happening. Instead of me losing brain cells. I hope that's not going to be the case. We in for a good one? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. But we're going to see. Jinx is going for the dog. No dog to be seen from Mo. Oh! Already I'm in pain. Jinx is gonna back off. Jinx did not invest into an NG. Mo is usually crazy games, that is true. Most of the time. Okay. Same strat from Mo. In terms of build placement, build order as well. Oh, new dog. Okay, okay. I like it. He's gonna get some value out of that for sure. I'm still not... Okay, he did win for an engineer. I like that. Because he has to get the value out of the dog eventually. But he has to do it fast. Because at the same time, he has messed up his macro a little bit while doing all this micro work. Because he's 14 seconds behind on his war factory. That is the difference between having a light vehicle at your army or not in this case. So, yeah. This could be rough. And Mo is going for an APC. So, yeah, this is going to be rough. Also, okay, I was about to say, well, we didn't see any rocket soldiers yet, but here they are. So he could potentially deal some damage, but 2 is definitely not going to be enough, especially if you're aware that you're up against a Soviet player. Usually, if you're playing against a Soviet player, I don't think there is any way that Jinx could have known he's up against a Soviet player, but it's Mo. Mo always goes for Soviet as far as I'm concerned. So you are going to need at least 4, go for 4 rocket soldiers against APCs. 4 rockets can 2-shot APCs, 3 rockets cannot. So it could make the difference in big engagements. But so far Mo is going to use his APC to safely escort his engineer across the field. Jinx is going to do the same. Well, my man is playing paint over here with these fucking waypoints. It's crazy. Luckily for Mo, he did not order a shift command to unload his engineer. Otherwise, his engineer could have been killed right there. And now we have the most intense fight in the world. Strap your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a crazy one. It's APC versus APCs. In approximately 10 minutes, Mo will be able to take out this APCs. Holy sh... I told you guys this was gonna be a crazy one. Alright. Anyways. First MCV from Jinx is coming online. Mo is a little bit behind on that. And for some reason, Jinx is building an extra harvester. He is on 4. So he went for MCV over... I'm not sure why he went for MCV over harvester. Oh my god, they're still going. This is crazy. This is what you came here to see. RGL highlights, ladies and gentlemen. Mo is even going to take the time to send the heavy tank over there. Oh, man. Oh, no. Alright, Jinx gets away. But that does mean that Mo will take the oil. That's probably the reason he sent the heavy tank over there. He's not going to get the APC. APC will be able to safely repair. Let's have a look at the graph so far. It's kind of early, but we can already see a difference in those earnings. Obviously, Jinx with the faster expansion, so that means he's going to have the faster eco. He already did a eco slide as well. Really nice play. And in terms of army graph, Mo is currently skyrocketing. Already has a 4k advantage over Jinx in terms of army value. That is actually kind of crazy. But from the looks of it, I think either Jinx messed something up. He also invested a little bit more in dogs. So I think Mo just also started production a little bit faster. Currently, he's on 5 Raxes versus 4. So that's all right. That's okay. But that's already a pretty big army lead, judging there has been 0 engagement so far. So yeah, there has to be something going wrong in Jinx's macro. Alright, here's the APC. Jinx did have a scout, and I think he missed it. So this could be dangerous later on. There's no static defenses to be found except on this side. So he could potentially lose some buildings later on. Scout from Mo. He might lose the heavy tank though. Oh, he's gonna lose it. Oh, yep. That's actually unfortunate. Free kill. But it doesn't matter that much so far. Mo's been chilling. Like, this is what Mo does. Mo is so it's actually very interesting because Mo versus Milkman were very interesting games, because Milkman is one of those players that tries to go for eco flanks. He goes for multi-prongs. He puts up the pressure. He also takes initiative most of the time. Mo, on the other hand, is a very reacting player. He usually goes for he's on the defense most of the time. He plays very passive. He also goes for a lot of dead balling most of the time. And this is what we saw him doing as well. He's willing to sacrifice heavy tanks to go for eco flanks. It seems like Jinx is not prepared for that. A couple of rocket soldiers can stop that early on. And in doing so, that can put Mo behind in terms of tank counts, where it matters. But so far, the heavy tanks are working out. 2 heavy tanks are devastating. They can take harvesters down in seconds, and we're already seeing that coming to fruition here. That will go down as well. In the meantime, there is a counterattack from Jinx onto the expansion, and judging from the tanks and the positioning with the army, that should be a clean kill as well from Jinx. So nice retaliation here, sacrificing 2 harvesters for an expansion, including 2 harvesters. So this is a very good trade for Jinx so far. He actually managed to get ahead in army value. It's only a slight benefit. Not sure why he's retreating a little bit there. He should have just killed the flame tower instead of trying to reposition. He has to be careful that he doesn't go too far ahead with the heavy tanks. He's trying to go for the MCV, but he needs his infantry support. Yeah, he's actually going to get the MCV. But I'm not sure if that is worth it. It would have been better to just kill the army and then go for it. In the meantime, Mo is going on a counterattack. That big blob from the middle went straight for counterattacking as well. Jinx pulled his harvesters back really nice to keep them alive. Jinx throwing away his heavy tank like that. I think he could have had more value. Now Mo using the defender's advantage, and he's going to clean up that army just because of that. Jinx is desperately trying to stop this, but a good cleanup from Mo that once again puts him ahead. Those 2 heavy tanks here are being an annoyance for sure. And now everything is coming down to this army from Jinx. He's going straight for DSD. Mo a little bit slow on his reactions here. He's gonna lose his war factory. I think there's a big rocket density there. Yes. But that army is going to be stopped. And, you know, I feel like Mo is still in a better position. We've got 5 harvesters versus 6. Both still have harvesters in play. Both players are floating quite a bit as well. That NG is still alive for Mo. Tanks are trying to get away. But it seems like that is not going to be the case for at least one of those. But yeah, Jinx definitely took a beating, so he is trying to recover from this. He needs to fix his eco though. He needs to get a couple more harvesters over here. Get some harvesters over here again. He's expanding as well, that is good. But so far, I think it's close to say, because it's very neck on neck. Mo suffered some damage as well, obviously. He lost the war factory and the SD. APC will go down for Jinx. And here's that same heavy tank, but Jinx kept in mind that that heavy tank was sitting there, and now he's just doing some damage while trying to retreat. It's pretty good, valuable heavy tank so far. Alright, let's have a look at the graph so far. So yeah, Eco definitely took a beating, and so did the army. Army graph is still fairly similar, so it's gonna come down to how well can Jinx trade and restore his Eco. So far he's a bit slow on reacting. His army is completely out of position because he is sitting over there with his entire army. So this small army from Mo is actually going to deal some nice damage. And I think it's very smart of him to back off here after taking out that riff. Jinx was on his way. So in that way he preserves his army. And he was able to take a riff. The riff is not going to do that much, but it's still a very important riff to have next to a double mine patch. Jinx trying to go for a counter attack here. This is actually still a very good flank to attack from, since, you know, the new main base kind of is open. I like the split from Mo. This is going to be a really nice split. Jinx is aware though. He's going to pull the Harvester back for now. He's going to engage into this army. His tanks are in a perfect position to deal with both sides from Mo. This is going to be a complete cleanup. And now Mo is a little bit out of position to deal with that. But even so, I don't think he will be able to deal with this army. Good Flame Tower. Jinx is playing it very well right now. He's getting good value. Patiently going for defense. I like it. Alright, Jinx can't wait too long though. He's gonna try his luck again in what's left of the main base. Probably the best value to be gotten here is the Harvesters. Mo is trying to go for a counter attack. I'm not sure that is a good idea. Jinx is responding. He puts his tanks in front. Perfect play from Jinx so far. And he's just outnumbering Mo, so there's nothing that Mo can do about this. Flame Tower trying to be placed in the face of this army, but Jinx is just putting on the pressure. This is a very good Flame Tower though. Already got a lot of value. Oh my god. It's mainly the 3 heavy tanks in combination with the army that is causing a pain for Mo. But now the heavy tanks are not providing cover though, and look how fast things can change if the heavy tanks are not in a good position. Army goes down. Good defense from Mo. Kept everything intact so far. I think he only lost the racks in terms of buildings. But yeah, Jinx definitely is in control. He's got 2 war factories out. He is on Radar Dome Tech making yaks. And he's going for an interesting move out. The fact he moved it away, he was he was. Yeah, exactly. That's actually crazy. Because he did, the moment the heavy tank shot once, he was like, oh damn, I have to move this APC. I mean, maybe he was hyped for it. You don't know. Oh, good yak, very good yak, but clutch deployment here from Mo keeps it safe. And managed to get a rift placement down. Nice response from Jinx. He's going to rotate his army over there. That's the only army from Mo that he currently has. That's a lot of heavy tanks from Jinx. But he needs to preserve them until his army arrives, and he knows that. Very good flame towers there. Nice double flame tower. And now he's going back in. Now the heavy tanks can make a lot of the infantry go prone. Heavy tanks are going to deal with this Tesla coil really fast. Yes, sir. And here comes the rest of the army. Nice tank. I really like Jinx's tank movement so far. Very nice play. And he's going to be able to completely disrupt the forces of Mo here. Mo desperately trying to go further with these defenses. And he's doing a pretty good job, I'm gonna be honest, but it's just way too much. The army is way too strong to deal with this. This expansion will fall. That is 3 harvesters that are... Jinx is also a little bit too passive here. Once you're committed, you should just go. Especially if you're in it like that, you know? You have to tank the flame towers with your face. It is what it is. MCV goes down. And now he can take out all of these harvesters with the heavy tanks. I'm surprised that Jinx is... Okay, I like it. He's going to preemptively move the heavy tanks away. He was trying to get them to repair. Yeah, smart. But, oh my god, they will fall to flak trucks? What? Oh my god. Alright, retaliation here from Mo. Oh, nice. He found the harvesters. That is huge. Veterancy level 2. Heavy tank as well. Jinx seeing the attempt to escape. But he's going to get away with it. At least with one. But yeah, 19k versus 7.5. It has slowed down a little bit. Let's have a look at the eco so far. Both players floating a little bit of cash. Mo is going to take out a new MCV on the left. He's going to try his luck over there. Yeah, the only error so far from Jinx is that he's not getting more map control. He took out this expansion so early on. He could have just sent an MCV over there and locked this down. Prevent Mo from getting that expansion. Oh, good Tesla coil. But those two heavy tanks will be able to deal with that. And that means that harvester will go down. Yep. Currently, Mo is still on 6 harvesters. Ooh, that's a good V2 shot. Almost took... Oh, no! Unfortunate. Good MCV move out from Jinx here. I like it. Now he's actively taking more map control away from Mo. This is really good. If I were him, I would just move the MCV over here as well. Just go for it. But Jinx feeling confident. He's going in. He knows his opponent does not have any heavy tanks except for this one. Big army here as well. Flamethrowers, a good rocket soldier density. This is going to go through this like it's paper. Yeah, there's nothing that can stop this at all. 2 harvesters going down. The rifts is going down. Even he doesn't even need the V2s. The V2s are just there, you know, for show. They're just yeah, they don't care. They're like, yeah, we don't need you. Like it's fine. We're good. Oh, but they could be useful now. Oh, ooh, that's pretty good. That one missed. Okay. Smart to retreat. Otherwise, Jinx was going to lose that for sure. Is he going to fire again, though, is the question. No. One's gonna back off. In the meantime, Jinx is on tier 3. This is, well, pretty much over. Let's be honest. Jinx does need to put the pressure on, put some pressure on this expansion as well. He's got 5 heavy tanks chilling in the back. So I feel like, yeah, Jinx needs to do a little bit more multi-pronging, because he should realize that he's definitely ahead. So it's impossible for Mo in this situation to be able to defend 2 positions at once. He also has the yaks to do some scouting. But yeah, he's gonna send over the heavy tanks over here, just like I expected him to do. 6 heavy tanks as well. 6 of them. Good reactions from Jinx here. Oh. Okay, good reaction. He keeps 4 of them alive. Oh, look at that heavy tank, that harvester being melted. It's a good heavy tank from Modo amidst all the chaos. Yeah, Jinx definitely threw a lot of heavy tanks away there. He's not even going to get the second harvester. He lost 5 heavy tanks for killing 1 harvester. Yep. Good value. Yeah, this doesn't happen a lot, but for once I agree with Tux. Jinx's micro is really good, but he's not that great in making decisions on his army movement, for example. But his micro is really good. Like he has also his army placement while he's doing engagements is really good. Like he definitely has a good idea on how to play the game and how to take engagements. But his general decision making in terms of taking map control and more like the tactical aspect of this game is where he lacks a little bit. Yeah, I think Jinx needs to take a barf course. And I don't mean vomiting, I actually mean the player. He's been sitting on tier 3 for quite some time. We haven't seen any Tesla tanks or shock troopers or MiGs or okay, there's MiGs, but no Iron Curtain for example. That's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, granted Jinx is normally a TD player. I don't think I see him play RA at all except for RA GL. So, you know, granted I'm going to cut him some slack in that regard. Yeah, he does like tanks, which is that TD aspect. But, you know, using tanks without infantry doesn't do anything at all. Ooh, and now, okay. Mo is like, well, fuck this shit. Yeah, now once again, Mo is going to put up the pressure. And Jinx has to do something about it. Oh no, Jinx, he's going to retreat all the way. He's also doing a normal move command. He got so many crushes. He got so many crushes. Yeah, Jinx has issues closing games out. He just needs to put up the pressure, just bring an MCV over there, shut this thing down. And that's it. No. Okay. We saw this before. He always retreats the infantry and he moves the heavy tanks forward to deal with the static defenses. But sometimes he's a little bit too slow in doing that and then he just sacrifices his heavy tanks. Alright, but he's got such a big army. He's got the armor lead as well. Like, there is nothing that Jinx can do to throw this. Except accidentally press Alt F4 maybe. That could be an option. Tanks need to move in front though. We're not seeing that happen. This is a very poor trade for Jinx. But like I said, he's got such big numbers that it doesn't really matter. MCV trying to escape, and it actually might, but it doesn't matter at this point. Oh, okay, infantry coming from behind. If they clean this up... No, Jinx realizes the infantry is going on to get more carnage going. That's a V2 shot. It's decent. It's okay. Like, his tank placement is really good for most of the engagements that he does. And finally, but surely, it's over. Mo throws in the towel. His ship has sunken. And Jinx takes the first game. 25 minutes. And yeah, interesting. Like, there was definitely a lot. Like, Jinx could have ended it at least 10 minutes ago. But, you know, sometimes you just need that experience in order to do so. But let's go over to the last game of the evening. We got Jinx vs. Mo Game 2. And once again, we're playing on Overkill made by Megatank. It seems like a lot of people actually like this map. I feel like this map does have a lot of eco though. Especially in terms of gems. And you know, the middle is the middle is interesting though. Even though there's no gain, nothing to gain from in terms of like eco, but in terms of map control, it's a very, very important spot to have. So let's see if one of these players is actually going to capitalize on doing so. I was about to say, wait, what? Aren't we in like minute 1? But okay, we got some fakes going on. And we got Jinx in the bottom left playing as Germany. And we've got Mo playing Allies. This is the first time I've actually seen him play Allies. Oh, yep. Defender's advantage once again coming out on top. Painful. So now Jinx is in full control if he wants to. But it seems like he's not going to push his luck for the time being. The fuck is this discussion? What? Stop playing for really long. If you play a few days, you'll get back to old skills. Stronger finger skin. Bro, I need to stop watching. Alright, well, Jinx is gonna play passive. He's not going to stop this engagement. In the meantime, Mo is going ham with using fakes. It's not bad. The only thing that I would do if you want to make it a little bit less obvious is, well, it's still hard to tell, but put fakes in the same position where you would actually place your actual war factory. Like, I would love to see a fake over here maybe, and then put the real one over here, for example. But yeah, this still, you know, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one is the war factory of Admiral Mo? Good question. Good question indeed. So both even on oils and harvesters as well. But good from Mo here, taking it with the Ranger. Really nice. The Ranger from Jinx way too late. And that can make the difference, as we're seeing here being displayed. Ranger versus Ranger fight. Good micro from Jinx actually. He forced the Ranger away and he turned the engagement around. He does have the weaker Ranger right now, which could eventually make all the difference. The only difference that I'm also seeing is that Mo is a little bit better at reinforcing the position where he's fighting at. Oh, that could have almost made the difference. And now it's dangerous. Now it is very dangerous. Mo is actually pushing his luck. I do not like this at all. Defender's advantage plus vision advantage. This is so good for Jinx. Mo was desperate to take that Ranger down, and it backfired completely. Jinx is getting so much value right now. Very good. Very good. Well, it is going to be Mo though that takes the contested oil. So we've got 2 oils for Jinx and 3 for Mo currently. Mo sitting on 5 harvesters, starting production. Here comes a medium tank, and yeah, it's time for Jinx now to build. You can still win this fight. Very even numbers in army value. If I were... Oh no! Oh, Mo, please! Oh, he lost 3 rockets there. Jinx did lose the light tank, but he still has a ranger. Alright. It's interesting, they're very even in army value, but most of it is rocket soldiers and medium tanks from Mo, which is kind of crazy. That's why he was taking poor engagements. But medium tank production from Jinx is lacking a little bit. But Mo obviously wins for medium tanks over MCV. But even then, he already has an expansion. He already has 2 medium tanks. Whereas Jinx is just expanding and got his first medium tank. What song is this? Do you mean this one? This one is Firestorm from Command and Conquer Generals. At least I hope that's the one you mentioned. Alright, Mo is going to shut down the middle. It's good to see that Mo is like a player that is aware of his surroundings. He actually knows how to play specific maps. Because like Mo is also one of those players that I don't really see Mo playing outside of RGL. It's mainly just RGL and that's about it. The previous one? Oh, that was Space Echo by Frank Klepacki, and he actually made that song for a mod called Twisted Insurrection, which is a Tiberian Sun mod. Milk and I are planning to play tonight. Planning or actually playing? Not unlike Hulk, where it took like an hour before he showed up. But yeah, I'm down to cast more live Raggle games. Let's just keep it going. I don't have to be anywhere tonight or tomorrow for that. I have to be to the gym only. Oh, the harvester stays alive. No. All right, he took it out. Good turret from Mo. I like that. I like the fact that Mo uses a lot of Tesla coils and turrets. Oh, this is gonna be a poor engagement for Jinx actually, but Mo is a little bit intimidated by the sheer number of rocket soldiers. And Jinx is going to take advantage here. He doesn't have the army advantage, but he has a really good concave. Mo is not using his infantry to protect these medium tanks. The medium tanks are just going down for no reason at all. And now it's kind of even in medium tanks, but Mo in the end still taking a good engagement here. Smart from Jinx to back off. No problem if you don't want to wait for it. I actually don't mind if it's like this game is still going to take at least 15 minutes. So, you know, I'm fine with waiting, man. I'm all Gucci. First or second game? This is the second game of this set. And it's also unfortunately the last game of the highlights, but just as Triple TP said, we still have a live match between him and Milkman. Looking forward to that as well. In the meantime, Mo is taking a lot of map control very fast. And if that is going to continue, then Jinx is going to be in a lot of trouble. Because like Mo is going to be able to, yeah, go ham like crazy. Both players are floating as well. Lots of medium tanks coming into the scene. Oof, 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 oof. Jinx needs to react. One harvester down already. Another harvester going down. It's not reacting with the medium tanks either. Oi, 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 oi. He's going for a counter instead. Well, it's going to be a good counter though. Harvester gets away. MCV will nod. And the Blackhawk is now actually perfect for vision support. It's infantry versus infantry, but this Blackhawk is providing so much vision for Jinx that he's going to be able to annihilate this army. And a good concave as well. Tanks from Mo are way too late, and because, like I said, Mo wants to use his tanks way too much for eco-harassment, that he sometimes needs them in the heat of battle and doesn't have them. Good Blackhawk support to kill the RTs, and this is a perfect engagement for Jinx. This was really bad for Mo. Very good trade for Jinx. In the meantime, he managed to deal with all the medium tanks as well. Oh, this is gonna be cleaned up. Oh, so much value down the drain. Yikes. Yikes. But we're going both into Raider Dome play. Let's have a look at the graphs in the meantime while everything has cooled off. So yeah, Mo's obviously is skyrocketing his eco just because of the map control he has and the expansion that he has taken. He even can go further if he wants to take. If he manages to take this expansion as well, then he has completely locked Jinx down from a lot of options. But yeah, maybe that's for the future. Army value he took a big drain there in terms of army value after that engagement. 4 Blackhawks trying to get value. Oh, but very poor. Those were a lot of rockets. 2 Blackhawks lost there. Definitely not worth. Jinx actually pushing here. I like that with an AA gun. But he needs to do something about these harvesters. And he can actually see the harvesters as well. He has to just send over like a handful of rockets and 2 medium tanks, and you're good to go. He's going to take out the rift, maybe? No. I hope that he doesn't fight without his Blackhawks. Man, these people do really not like Blackhawks at all. Yikes. Alright, well, Mo is in a lot of trouble though. I'm actually kind of surprised that this match is still taking 12 more minutes. If we're looking at the army value, Jinx is also right in this man's face. Ah, nice. He got a turret up there as well to establish this and take it for himself. I like it, I like it, I like it. In the meantime, Jinx, I'm not sure where Jinx's micro is at right now, but he's really not paying attention. There we go. Blackhawk's trying to come from behind. That harvester stays alive. Pillbox in a very good position from Mo. Once again, Jinx way too focused on taking an MCV instead of just killing the armies that are killing him. But he does lose the MCV. But I don't think that's a really bad thing. I do really like this turret though, but Mo has all the expansions in the world. He has all this eco to work with. So losing this expansion or still being able to contest it, you know, it's not that bad for Mo at all. Jinx is finally going to take this expansion, which is really good. But a counter turret from Jinx. Really nice. An eye for an eye. Lots of camo pillboxes. And a good pillbox micro from Mo. Fortunately, the medium tanks will do the rest of the work. Jinx in a good spot here on the left. He could potentially take out this expansion. That's something that we might see happening. In the meantime, Jinx, I can already tell why this is going haywire. Jinx is allowing Mo slowly but surely to make a comeback. Lost 2 Blackhawks there and still keeps the RT alive. There we go. I like that. Alright. Alrighty. Oh, he's gonna move the army, but he doesn't move the tanks. Interesting. He actually needed that army there to deal with the Blackhawks, perhaps. Definitely in need of an AA gun so that he can prevent Blackhawks from doing some sneaky stuff. Tier 3 for Jinx. This is the first tier 3 we're seeing between these two players, if I'm not mistaken. Jinx went for tier 3 earlier in the previous game, but he didn't do much with it. So is he going for a Tanya or anything like that? No, not really. He's only going for longbows, but no Tanya, no radar jammers. Nothing of that. Unfortunate. Longbows are going to be pretty good though in an allied mirror, obviously. And this is a good attack from Jinx. Once again, Mo is going to try and shut down this middle. But once again, he's going to be in a little pickle. Because this is a big army from Jinx yet again. There's Tanya coming out. And look at all these medium tanks chasing this MCV. I feel like having such a big number of medium tanks is very dangerous. Even for infantry. Because, especially compared to heavy tanks, this is already such a good longbow, already taking out 3 Blackhawks, 2 Blackhawks actually. Third one will go down. This is not looking good. But yeah, medium tanks are so good in big numbers because they're fast, you know, so they can crush really easily compared to heavy tanks. Heavy tanks are a lot easier to dodge. Yeah, once again, this should be unstoppable for Mo. Jinx should just go in. Alright, here we go. Jinx finally going in. Has his foot in the stronghold of Mo. Jinx is taking way too much time though, like... Alright, there we go. He's in. He can do some damage finally. He can deal some damage. He actually found the correct war factory out of those 3. And I was about to say, don't keep it alive. Okay. Where's Tanya though? Oh, there's Tanya. Tanya's a little bit behind. Tanya should arrive in time. And she does. But he retreated all of his tanks in this engagement. Why? Why? Damn. Nice. Good longbow usage. Yeah, I don't see a way from Mo either. Nice loop-de-loops with the longbow. Going around and around. Snipe the MCV. And yeah. Yeah, the NG could have saved some buildings for sure. Yeah, now Jinx has to do something. Like, if he takes this expansion, it's almost gonna be over in terms of eco. So, and he has RT sitting up here. He also has longbows, so he can deny the usage of Blackhawks for Mo. I don't see his longbows that currently though. Oh, here they are. He has so many as well. Like, can do so much.
Satellite initialized.
Okay, satellite for Jinx. That is going to be good. So he knows exactly where to look in terms of army. It's also the last army remaining for Mo. That's a low health Tanya. I would have loved to see some medics being used. Tanya's still alive though, but these Blackhawks cannot save. These longbows cannot save Tanya from being destroyed. Or maybe they can. Tanya is alive. Oh my, the fact that Tanya is alive is crazy.
Satellite terminated.
Yeah, look, this is just a manhunt right now. Jinx is only after the army, just trying to kill it with Tanya. And here comes the Blackhawk, yep. That's all you, boom. She did. But even with so many medium tanks, Jinx, there's no way that Jinx can lose this engagement. It's gonna go for crushes. Look at that. Look at those crushes as well. Super crazy. 25k versus 4k. This should be the end. I see Mo throwing in the towel already. There's no reason not to, actually. The entire base is going to fall. Mo still has a pretty decent expansion on the left side, but it is over, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's actually a real war factory. Once again, he's focused on taking out the war factory and the MCV while there's a turret shooting at his tanks. Well, Mo throws in the towel. Jinx takes it 2-0 over Mo after a 50-minute session. What's the eco graph look like? It was decent for Mo for sure, because he had a lot of map control. He had this map control for a long time, but he just takes poor engagement. The thing about Mo, and I keep saying this, Mo uses tanks too much on their own for eco harassment, and there has been so many times where he actually needed those tanks in order to take big engagements in the middle of the map, and that's where Jinx was just able to turn this around. Like, because Jinx only had this expansion and this expansion for at least 50 minutes of the game, whereas Mo was sitting on this expansion, this one, and this one for the first 50 minutes of the game. So yeah.
Battle control terminated.
Duke Bones versus Cav. Now this is literally the only Masters game that has been played during the previous week. Literally the only one. Yeah, Milkman actually did really well to when he lost that MCV. He also got, I wouldn't say lucky, but he was lucky in terms of Mo not actually pushing his advantage when he had the chance. Mo did give him a lot of opportunities to come back. But regardless, we are here with Cav. Cav once again returning to RGL. He skipped a season last season, season 12. He was the runner-up in the Master Division in season 11, coming second to losing to Goat in the finals. I think Goat was pretty much the only one that prevented him from winning season 11 in Masters Division. He lost to Goat in the pools, or in the group stages, and then he lost to Goat again in the finals. But here he is making his return in season 13. And he's up against Duke Bones. This man got promoted from Minions previous season. Because I wouldn't say it's because we have a lack. Obviously, Duke Bones is pretty good. But we did have a lack of signups on Masters this week. Hence, a lot of people got promoted. Some of them that got promoted, I don't know. I don't want to be base or anything, but I don't feel they deserved it. You know, we have to have a master. At some point, I thought we were not going to have a Minions division as well. Like, all would have been Masters. Yeah, I think Cav didn't play at all and just jumped into RGL. But that being said, he still plays a lot of Command & Conquer Riddler 2. Probably on a daily basis, I think. So he should be good. Well, we are going to find out if he's good or not. Versus Duke Bones, this would be a good start. But Cav I feel like in this game he's very macro heavy. In OpenRA, he abuses defender's advantage a lot. He plays very defensively, very safe. Not passive though. Like, he's very smart. Like, the moment he realizes that he's ahead, and he realizes that very fast. Like, he can capitalize on being ahead real quickly. That's where he will go for flanks. That's where he will go for multi-prongs. And that's where he will switch into being offensive. But until that time comes, Cav is always very defensive. And you know, it's for good reason. Because defender's advantage is a thing in this game, and actually being defensive definitely works out in OpenRA quite a bit. That being said, it is possible to be opened for sure. But definitely not easy to do versus someone like Cav. Alright, here we go. Duke Bones is going to send over his entire army with an APC. See if he can take this oil. And he should be able to take this oil. That is a little bit ballsy from Duke Bones there. And he has to be careful. Yeah, I think he wanted to fight next to the barrels, but yeah, he kills the barrels. Really smart. Otherwise, that could have backfired quite a bit there. But now disengagement. I feel like disengagement. Oh, Duke Bones goes for the crushes. It actually works out. Cav tries to do the same thing, but the damage has already been done. But the concave from Cav is going to make it so that he comes out on top. He still has a rocket left to deal with the APC. He went for a second vehicle as well. And Cav barely coming out on top here, but with a serious lead in army value. A good 3.5k ahead. Duke Bones lost his entire army in that engagement. In terms of macro, it seems like the players are kind of in similar timings. Idle MCV here for Cav though. I do like both players' more factory placement though. Making good use of the road advantage. Both players going for the same expansion. Interestingly enough, Cav is... I'm actually surprised that both players are going to take this ore patch like that with the refinery. I guess it's... I don't know. I guess it's good enough to do that. Oof. Do infantry get road advantage? No, only vehicles get road advantage. Infantry does not benefit from this. Good oil. Ooh, and a very big, fast expansion. Oh, hello. Okay. So Duke Bones using his main MCV to expand over there. And Cav has not done the same thing. However, Cav is... Yeah, there's gonna be a trade. Luckily for Cav, he doesn't have an MCV over there. Otherwise, he would have lost the defender's advantage. It's working out greatly for him. Oh, but he's using attack move though. I'm not sure if I like that. And poor formation from Duke Bones here. He lost so much due to the heavy tanks being in a poor spot. In the meantime, Cav is doing the exact same thing. And he's gonna take that expansion. We missed game 2 of Mo versus Milkman. Oh, whoops. my bad. Luckily, I can edit that stuff for YouTube later on. Good thing you pointed that out. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was actually under the impression that it was already game number 2. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Keeps the suspense. Oh, that's a lot of rockets. There goes a harvester instantly. I always loved that sound. As a kid, I found it very terrifying. Nice pulling the harvesters away. Cav is gonna push on though. But still pretty good micro. He actually killed a harvester and he made it out with most of... Oh man, I would have loved that rifle actually just shooting the barrel. Oh no! Oh, it's actually alright. It's not too bad. Heavy tank raid here from Duke Bones. And this is going to be a very good flank from Duke Bones actually. He's going straight through the expansions from Cav. A good reaction from Cav. Straight away he's sending those harvesters away, so he's not going to lose harvesters. He is going to lose the rift, so his eco will be hurt, but he's going to repay the favor on the other side. And Duke Bones is not that fast to respond. Instead, he loses 2 harvesters and a 3rd one. Oof, that's a big blow. In the meantime, here is Cav on the other side as well, being able to take this expansion too. And that's a big investment with an extra war factory. Cav already going back, making sure he gets that ref up and running again. Heavy tank found the flank by accident. But actually it's a really good accident for Cav because he's moving away that expansion. In the meantime, Cav hasn't realized that there is an expansion to be taken here for free, but he's focusing on defending his base. He sniffed out another flank from Duke Bones, he cleaned it up. And yeah, he's actually doing a great job. Oh, he doesn't realize. I don't think he realized that he killed the flame tower there. He's in a good spot. 27k army value versus 12k. Duke Bones is his entire base. Oh, he still built a rift? Wait, he knew that there was an army. Alright, that's crazy. Well, that's gonna work out for him. Cav in the meantime still... I wouldn't say he's rusty, but... he's definitely not top notch. He needs to get back into it, though he's still doing great, don't get me wrong. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna rebuild a rift down here? Oh no. That's crazy. Alright, that's gonna be cleaned up. That's pretty good value for Duke Bones. He pretty much cleaned that up for free. But he's still behind quite a bit. He's got a big army value deficit here. Yeah, Duke Bones is stalling for sure. And here comes that big brown blob. All of these armies will merge together. That's gonna deal a big blow. That's the last tank going down. Duke Bones is retreating. Smart. Oh no. Oh, okay, okay. He's going in to test the waters. But the heavy tanks are in a good position. It's a lot of rockets though, so... Yeah, Duke Bones has to clean that up before he's going to place the harvester. Otherwise, he's going to lose the harvester again. Cav here is going to take another harvester. Main base is actually there for the taking. I'm surprised he's moving away. But maybe he wants to clean up the expansion. Once again, there's a heavy tank in his expansion. Good reaction. Saves it. Yeah, there's not many people that can stop Cav. Despro is in Masters League, so I'm looking forward to Cav versus Despro. We haven't seen that yet. And that could probably be the biggest match of Master Division. Well, here we go. Cav going in. His tanks are a little bit falling behind because, you know, infantry likes to go ahead. They always try to cut in line and they always get away with it. But here comes the multi-pronged. Duke Bones calls the GG. And yeah, Cav was already on tier 3 with Iron Curtain out. He actually never moved his main MCV away, which is also something to note that Cav barely does that at all. He almost never moves out the main MCV. There, it depends what kind of map he's playing, but I feel like him taking this expansion and this expansion, maybe later on in the late game he was forced to do so, but he was in a very strong lead that I didn't really need to do that at all. So yeah, it's interesting.
Battle control terminated.
Yeah, Dang is playing. Dang shot. Alright, let's just finish this set real quick and then we'll go over to Milkman versus Mo. Game number 2. But here we are, game number 2 between Cav and Duke Bones. We've got a Soviet mirror match on our hands again. This time we've got Ukraine. Let's see how this will turn out. We're playing on Mega Tanks map, Overkill. So it seems like a lot of people actually really enjoy this map. This one and Einar seems like the most played maps that I've seen so far. Ooh, okay, okay. Duke Bones going for some cheeky plays. That's a wait, actually that's a lot of grins. No way. No way. Okay, okay, okay. So I'm judging that Duke Bones is probably not going to go for a NG investment. I feel like he's also over investing. Yeah, that's way too much. That is 800. That is, what is it, like 1200 if I'm not mistaken? 1280 value right there, and that's way too much. Oh, not sure if Cav saw it. Oh shit, we got a badass over here. No fucking way. Imagine that he just deployed and he would have been fucking sniped. Oh! That's busted. Oh no, no, no. He went in way too deep. Way too deep. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, but Cav has a war factory. This is over. Yeah, Duke Bones can't win this. Cav can just spam APCs and or harvesters, and Duke Bones cannot do anything about this. What the hell? I think this is the first time in my life that I've seen Cav build Grenadiers. Just for this occasion. Yeah, and it doesn't even matter. The only thing that Duke Bones could have done, for example, is just soak with his harvesters. But even then, like even this attack is completely useless. The harvesters will do the soaking. There's enough defensive forces to deal with that. The flak truck. Wow, there was a move command as well. Yeah, look at that. It's gonna be taken out without losing anything. He only lost the flak truck. That's his only power plant. That means he's low power. He can't rebuild. Yeah, that was a good investment. And Duke Bones calls it GG. Points for originality. You know, like I do appreciate what Cav tried to do there, 100%, or what Duke Bones tried to do. But unfortunately, the execution was a little bit unfortunate. The engineer spotted the MCV, and you know, he also lost the MCV. If he could have kept his MCV alive, I think like he expanded a little bit too close. Like he should have set up the MCV over here, and then there was no reason at all to set the MCV up over here. No reason. He could have just put it over here, go for a PP, a Rax, and then a Flame Tower. But it is what it is. Anyways, I need to take a huge shit right now, so I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back.